Welcome to this week's production of BH1 News. I'm Kayleigh.
And I'm Maya.
Today we have a few tricks up our sleeves, from shocking surprises to the most intense game of the year.
Stick around and we'll be right back.
Attention students and teachers, Baker's Stuff the Bus campaign has started. Bring in brand new toys to your first block class to be donated to needy children in our area. The deadline is December 11th.
Attention golfers, don't miss your chance to be a part of the Baker's golf team. If you're interested, see Coach Norman in his room 511 at the Annex.
Seniors, your panoramic picture for the yearbook will be taken next Thursday the 6th in the gym during Hornet Block. It will be available for purchase for $25 outside of room 10.
There are some exciting things going around campus.
Yeah, there are a lot of awards and honors given. My favorite is...
Okay, don't tell them.
Oh, guess you'll have to watch it for yourself.
Each week, one of our teachers here at Baker nominates a student to win the Whataburger Student of the Week. This week, Taylor Bones was nominated by his teacher, Miss Ransom.
Taylor is an amazing student. He always does his best. He's always excelling on all of his exams. He's respectful. He is the epitome of a wonderful student, and I think he is most deserving.
We're outside Miss Henry's room right now to award Taylor Bowens his Whataburger What a Student Bag of the Week. Taylor Bowens, are you in here? Hey, your Whataburger's What a Student of the Week. There you go. Good job. How do you feel?
Excited.
Hopefully this motivates everyone to become next week's What a Student of the Week.
I love Whataburger. I really want to win that.
I'm so pumped for fourth block.
Not me. Physics is going to kill me.
No, remember the game? I guess not. Well, take it away.
Powderpuff Game is today. I hope you guys got your tickets because everyone is excited. The coaches have a few things to say about it though.
I think we're going to put up a lot of points. I think we're going to, trying to go with a West Coast offense, a little run and gun style. Defensively, we're going to get after it, pressure the quarterback, get a lot of sacks, hopefully get a lot of turnovers. Give the fans something fun to watch. It's the goal.
Well, ultimately, I know the girls are going to give 110%, and, it's all about them. It's just all about them going out there and making plays and doing the best that they can do and just giving their all.
I've got a couple of girls that I've known, Tamara Williams, the twins. They're real athletic. We got a bunch of athletes. I mean, we're stacked. I don't know. I'm really glad we had a really good turnout. Got a lot of girls that go out, throw, catch, all that stuff. So I'm pretty pumped to have that.
Of course, we got a lot of good athletes out there. There's some softball players, some soccer players, some girls that run track. So, and I'm sure the juniors probably have a few as well. So, it should be a pretty good matchup.
Coach Williams always been nice to me since I've been here. We'll try to keep things cordial while I'm on TV. But I'm sure once we get it out on the field, it'll get a little competitive, it'll get a little fiery. But I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, everybody already knows that seniors are going to win because we never ever lose.
So, after I get the Gatorade shower, after we win on Friday, I'm just going to say, look at it!
Hope you got your tickets. See you at the game.
Get ready to lose.
No, Kayleigh, we're seniors. We always win. Sorry.
We're the dream team. We'll settle this fourth block, but we need to carry
on.
I
got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a loan of Take it away. Take it away. Baker, do you think you have what it takes to become the next Shazam King or Queen? Well, let's jump on this beat.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
I don't know this song.
Waterfalls, just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I said that you're good.
It's like, don't you? Don't you? What?
No, I know it. I can't remember.
Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Some you used to. I don't know.
Just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to.
I don't know that one.
Truly, I ain't got no business here, but since my friends in here. I just came to.
I'll be over here. Oh, here. Yeah.
I only want to say that's it.
Yes.
Hey.
He like sings all the time.
I know this song. Why did I forget this? I don't know. It's just the pressure with the camera. I'm forgetting everything now. I don't know that one.
I just came to kick it. For real.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my God!
I just came to kick it. Do you remember the 21st night of...
I don't even know that.
Baby. It's September.
Time. Everybody keep saying time. Yeah! No. We sing Earth, Wind, and Fire.
First night, September.
I don't know that. First night of.
I don't even know.
The 21st night of
September.
Yeah.
Okay,
September. I'm so fancy, you already know. I'm in the fast lane from LA to Tokyo. LA to Tokyo. No. I'm in the back seat. It's the fast lane.
okay.
Oh, Iggy. Ain't it?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
I don't know the song. I can't remember the song.
Okay, just guess the city.
Tokyo.
Yay!
Yeah.
You already
No.
That's all I know.
My milkshake brings all of us to y'all, and they're like,
Better than yours.
and they're like, it's better than yours. And they're like, it's better than yours. Yeah!
I ain't never heard of
And they're like, it's better than yours. Right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have no charge.
Good job, that was good.
You can move, not bottle, have to lose. Try to get there, one side is a climb. That's good.
That was
Pretty cool.
Stop saying.
What I'm thinking.
Okay, this is a talent right here.
You want to see a real talent?
Yeah, me being the anchor in this package.
Oh my God.
Baker's been keeping their talent secret for many years now, but this year they decided to unleash all their cool skills. Our talent show was held on Friday, November 9th from 9:50 to 11:20. There were 16 contestants judged by Coach Rice, Miss Carrio, and Miss Jernigan. We sold approximately 531 tickets. Students had to audition for the talent show, and then they had many months of hard work and practice, and then it was finally time for them to be on stage.
Was absolutely nervous because I didn't know that it was that many people sitting in the audience. So yeah, I was very nervous and I was not breathing at all because when I walked off stage I felt like I was about to have an asthma attack for real.
Although there was much talent, one person stood out. It was Quentin Moore, and he won.
I was not expecting that at all. I was just sitting there, and I was just clapping for everybody when they got called, but he was like, Quentin, and I didn't know my name. He was like, Quentin, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, that's me.
Now, if y'all didn't kick back and watch that good show, y'all missed some good talent.
They're so talented. Wow. Ma, you look so beautiful today.
Oh, thank you so much.
You never know how far a compliment could go, so take your time to give a compliment and to watch this package.
Hey Baker, a lot of students just don't realize how valuable they are. We went around hoping to spread a little love and kindness throughout the school. Is a great way to show kindness, but even something as small as a compliment can bring a lot of happiness.
Hey, I just want to tell y'all that you're so beautiful and I love you both so much.
That shirt looks really nice on you today.
Oh, I picked it up.
Liam, you're super thick.
Really like that jacket on you. Are looking fantastic today.
Gabe, you're an amazing person and I love you. I just want to tell you that you're an amazing person and a really good friend.
Thanks.
Look, I'm beautiful as always. Yeah, you guys look beautiful.
Y'all are looking fantastic today. Like that sweatshirt. I like them joggers, my dude.
Fresh.
Looking so good today.
Oh my God. You look so beautiful.
What are my beautiful ladies doing today?
How are my gorgeous girls doing?
Mr. Peru, why does your beard look so good?
It's all the gray.
Is that a new haircut? Because it's looking nice.
Hey bro, I really like your mohawk.
Not only does spreading kindness bring others up, but it brings yourself up as well. Knowing that you can make one change for the better and that you are valuable.
You're 100% pure potential.
Always trust yourself.
Love yourself.
Be yourself.
You're a star.
Be amazing. Follow your dreams.
Don't let anybody block your sunshine.
Never worry about what anybody thinks about you. Always be yourself.
Remember, you are more than enough.
Be beautiful.
Never give up.
Say what now? Live your best life.
So don't ever forget that you're valuable.
And kind words can make all the difference.
So go out there and be great.
That's all for me and Maya, but I have one more package. It means a lot to us and it's definitely an Emmy Award-winning package. See you next week for our last broadcast of the semester.
Hey guys, I'm Mallory.
And I'm Mr. Talbert, and we're going to do something a little bit different this week. You know, the relationship between teacher and student is a very unique relationship. Often, a lot of you spend more time with your teachers than you do your own parents. And just like you get discouraged with how your parents treat you sometimes, students get discouraged with how teachers treat them. You know, it's a very relationship that has a lot of interesting factors to it. So what we did is we went and interviewed teachers and students to try to find out what it is about that relationship that causes discouragement and how we can be better for each other in that kind of relationship. We interviewed the students first, right?
Yeah, and so whenever we went around and asked them what discourages the most that their teachers do to them, a lot of them said sarcastic comments and treating them like they're babies or just like dumbing the class down for them. So that particularly discouraged them, and here's what they had to say about that.
I'm too stupid to understand a concept, so they have to dumb it down so bad that, you know, it's like, doesn't make sense, basically.
Yeah, I feel like that discourages students from actually asking questions when they want to know, when they feel like they're going to be stupid for asking it.
Rejected.
Yeah. Makes me feel like I don't matter, basically.
All right, wow. I'm actually very guilty of sarcastic comments to students, and sometimes when questions are asked, I have to remember that I'm molding the minds of young people, and I need to work on that. So for any student that I've done it to, I apologize, and I definitely need to work on that. Have you ever had that happen
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I've had teachers who I've asked a serious question that I think I need help with, but then they just brush it off because they think it's common knowledge, like everybody should know that. So that makes me feel like I'm too stupid to be in the class, or that I'm too stupid to get a genuine response. So, but also I'm sure that teachers get discouraged too in some ways.
Absolutely, teachers get discouraged, and one of the things that teachers get discouraged by is being treated as the enemy. You know, because students sometimes can have this anti-establishment attitude of, you know, everybody that's here as an adult is bad and we're all out to get you. When really that's not the case. We all really want you to succeed and do well. Here's what some of our teachers had to say about that.
No teacher anywhere comes to work thinking, I just want to ruin a student's day. We're here to encourage you, to guide you through, and it is kind of painful when students see us as an enemy and not as someone who can guide them, you know, as a mentor or someone who's simply trying to educate them about the world.
Hey, just tell me hello. Just come by and say hello. Maybe give me one of these. I don't know. Just come by and say hey. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sometimes I do the same thing and forget that teachers also have feelings just like students, because sometimes it seems like, you know, maybe they're just harping on the rules or something, but you know, we need to remember that they also have feelings and we can do stuff to discourage them too.
Right. I mean, the rules are there because that's life. I mean, rules are everywhere. We're training you guys to be adults. So when we're encouraging you to follow the rules, it's because whenever you become an adult, you have rules to follow too, or you end up in jail. So we want you guys to succeed. And that's actually another kind of leads into the second thing that discourages teachers a lot, or the feedback we got was that when students don't work to their full potential, they can be successful. They're just like stifling that and not really trying their best. Here's what a couple of our teachers had to say.
Potential, I find that particularly discouraging because I try to give 100% in the classroom, and so when they are not at least meeting me, then I find that pretty discouraging because I see that potential and they do too, but we're not meeting it together.
It's just frustrating that they don't see the part that they played in it.
But it's not all bad. There is positivity in this relationship, so we need to learn from the discouraging factors of it and, you know, try to encourage one another. And some of the students said they felt particularly encouraged was whenever teachers actually let them fail.
Yeah, and it seems kind of weird. I saw a TED Talk a while back where the speaker was saying that that's one of the big disservices that we do to students is that we're not letting them fail. We're not letting you fail and build you up from that experience and learn from your bad experience. Usually when something bad happens or you fail, we really, you know, harp on you and say, no, that was bad, you never should have done that. When it's like, okay, you made a mistake, now how do we fix it and grow from it? And the students actually express that themselves, that when I fail and the teacher works with me and builds me up, that makes a huge difference.
And here's what the students had to say about that.
At something, I feel like that gives me a chance to realize, wow, I don't know this, and they help you through the failure. It's not like you just fall flat on your face and then they don't try to pick you back up. A good teacher picks you back up and tries, like, after you fail, to help you.
Really positive and reinforcement, and I'm getting really good life advice in my second block.
Yeah, so they're like helpful.
Yeah, very helpful.
Something else that teachers do that's really encouraging to me especially is one-on-one instruction. And so whenever they come to me, and like me and my friends, they'd say this too, whenever they come and help you out specifically and like what you need to work on to try to help you grow in this learning environment and give you future advice and everything. So that definitely helps me in my learning experience.
Yeah, and that's something that's difficult for teachers to do. You know, when we're in a classroom of 1 to 25 is a healthy ratio of what they would set. Say 1 teacher per 25 students. But some cases it's more like 1 teacher to 30 students, you know, and it's really difficult for a teacher to take the time to work with you one-on-one and then make sure that the rest of the class isn't destroying what's in the classroom. So when a teacher does take time to work with you one-on-one, I can see that. I can see that being very encouraging, make you feel special and valued. Here's what one of our other students had to say about that.
Well, some of my teachers, they take time out of their day to sit down and actually go through stuff that I don't understand, especially when I don't understand their teaching style completely. So they'll sit me down and actually like try to work on their lesson plans to make sure they fit all their students.
So just like students are encouraged by things that teachers do, teachers get encouraged by things that students do. And one of the things that we found out when we interviewed was that teachers really like when students take pride in their education and are happy about success in class, making good grades and being proud of that good grade, and being visited by former students. I know I like that when a student comes back that's graduated and remembers my name, remembers my classroom. That's huge. That means a lot.
And so here's what some of the teachers had to say.
When I see success and students begin to kind of open up, when they realize, oh, I can do this, that encourages me. I mean, that gets me through the tough days.
And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of young people here at Baker High School that are toeing the line and doing a great job. It's encouraging every day to see students that want to achieve the next step in their life, and I love it.
Something else the teachers felt encouraged by was their students' attitude in the classroom and being able to laugh and have fun, and their personality being shown in the classroom along with learning, which I think makes it a really good environment for both the teacher and the student, because like when their personality is coming out and like they're able to put that into their work, and so is the teacher, so it just makes it really comfortable in that relationship, more solid.
Yeah, and it's a fine line too, right? Because with all of our personalities are different. So when we tell a student, hey, we really show your personality. Well, if your personality is really abrasive, that can be difficult. But these positive things in class, like laugh. If something's funny, laugh. If the teacher cracks a joke and it's really corny, give them a sympathy laugh. And just being yourself a little bit. Be good morning to the teacher when you're coming in. If you're bubbly with your friends, be bubbly with your teacher. I mean, it's just try to be yourself and just continue to build that relationship a little bit more. But here's what a couple of our teachers had to say.
Classroom, I really like to, have fun with my kids just as much as we learn. I drive hard. Like we go hard in the paint, but we also have a good time in the classroom. And so that I find that really encouraging. If I'm laughing and having a good time and we're learning, that's an A+ day.
Any type of gratitude is super encouraging.
So it makes you feel like appreciated?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's all we have today, but from this we learned a lot of things about the teacher-student relationship, and something that I'm going to remember from this experience is definitely to remember the teacher's feelings in all cases, and remember like how much work they really do put into us and trying to help us succeed.
Right, and for me, I think it really hit home that I am really sarcastic with students. Those of you that have had my class, I can be pretty sarcastic, and I don't really, sometimes I feel like you guys are all teenagers and you're tough and you can handle it, but I need to kind of take a step back and realize that, okay, you guys you have feelings too, even though you're teenagers, and you can get your feelings hurt, and that can change the whole course of a day. Just somebody getting discouraged, especially in first block. Yeah. Like imagine, something bad happening in first block. Even you're walking into the classroom, or you're coming in, and I say, "Good morning, Mallory," and you say nothing. You just walk past me. That changes the whole course of a teacher's day. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it does the whole course of a student's day if we're,
Yeah, if we come in and they just don't acknowledge us walking in the room or something, that makes me feel like, oh, like they don't even want to be here. Why do I want to be here? So.
Right. Okay, so it's cool. I hope that it was definitely a learning experience for us. I hope it was a learning experience for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you can put some of these things into practice.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys later.